All right, boys and girls. So today in Fundations, we're reviewing, that means we're going over the lowercase g. And I have the video from our Zoom meeting yesterday. It's here on the third slide, and I'll be sure to add today's Zoom video right below here on this same slide. So right now, I'm going to do the alphabet drill. So I'm going to get my cards out. All right, let's see. Riley, do you want to help me today with the sound drill? Yes? Okay, good. I see you shaking your head yes. So you can unmute yourself, and then you're going to help me. So today, boys and girls, Riley is going to be my teacher's assistant. She's going to help me out. I'm going to say the sound drill first, and then she's going to repeat it after me. So you boys and girls, the rest of you will stay on mute, but you will follow along with her at home, okay? So Riley, you're going to do it nice and loud, okay? A, apple, ah.
A, apple, ah.
B, bat, b.
B, bat, b.
C, cat,
C, cat.
D, dog, d.
D, dog, d.
E, ed, eh.
E, ed, eh.
F, fun,
F, fun.
G, game, g.
G, game, g.
H, hat,
H, hat.
I, itch, I.
I, it's, eh.
J, jug, j.
J, jug, j.
K, kite,
K, kite.
L, lamp, O.
L, lamp,
M, man,
M, man,
N, nut,
N, nut,
O, octopus, ah.
O, octopus, R.
Pan,
P, pan,
Q, U, queen, qua.
Q, U, queen, W.
R, rat,
R, rat,
S, snake,
S, snake,
T, top,
T, top,
U, up, ah.
U, up, R.
Van, V.
V, van, W.
W, wind, w.
W, wind, W.
X, box,
X, fox,
Y, yellow, yeah.
Y, yellow, yeah.
Z, zebra, z.
Z, ribbon, Z.
Great job. Thank you, Riley, for helping us out today. Wonderful, wonderful job. And great job to the rest of the boys and girls, because I can see you on your video that you're also doing the sounds and following along with Riley at home. So excellent job, boys and girls. Okay. All right. So what Ms. Cash is going to show you next is we're going to go back to our presentation. So let me share that screen there. So we just did our sound drill. For this week, our sight words, boys and girls, were the first row of sight words. It was the sight word I, which is the only sight word that can be uppercase. So that means that the sight word I is always gonna be the bigger letter. All the other sight words are gonna be lowercase. So we learned the sight word I, that's when you're talking about yourself. The sight word A, we also know it's a letter of the alphabet, but that is also a sight word when you're talking about a crocodile, a crayon, a pencil. And then the sight word can, which is when you're talking about something that you're able to do. So it could be something like I can drink, I can read. Thank you, Ms. Cameron. Oh, thank you. So for tonight's Google Classroom assignment sheets, I want to show you what they are. As far as the sight words, it's a fun sheet that you're going to do and you're going to color in. You could use crayons or you could use color pencils. So I gave you an apple tree since we are in the season of autumn, which is also called fall. So for each apple on the left-hand side, we have a sight word. Now, most importantly, boys and girls, first and foremost, whenever you start to do your work, you must write your first and last name. I'm noticing some of you are forgetting to write your name. And yes, although your mommies and daddies are sending the work to me, I know it's yours, but you have to get in the habit of always writing your first and last name. So please do that for every work all the time, okay? So again, we have on the left-hand side some apples and we have some sight words. The first sight word says I. The next sight word is see, like you can see with your eyes. The next sight word is my. We haven't learned my, but we're going to learn it very soon. So that's my when you're talking about something that belongs to you, like my bear, my apple, okay? Then the last sight word is A. So for the sight word I, it's showing you with your crayon, you have to color it red. For the sight word see, you're going to color it orange. The sight word my will be the color yellow, and the sight word A will be the color green. So then your job is to be a detective. Look at the apple tree. Look at all the sight words that are there. Wherever you see the sight word I, you have to color that apple red. Wherever you see the sight word see, you have to color that apple orange. Wherever you see the sight word my, you have to color that apple yellow. And wherever you see the sight word A, you will color that sight word green. Okay, so that's a fun activity for you guys to do today, Thursday, that is up on your Google Classroom. And then we also have
the apple tree. I did the apple tree. I did it.
Okay, so later today, once everyone submits it by 6 p.m. this evening, then Ms. Castro can check all of the work. So thank you for letting me know, Gracie Mani. That's a great job that you're getting your work done. I'm very, very proud of you. Good job. Then for the lowercase g, we're going to practice writing the lowercase a's again, and then we're going to practice writing the lowercase g's again. Skyla, I see your hand is up. Just let me finish with this, and then I'll call on you, okay? And then on the bottom, you're going to trace the letters that we've done, which are O, C, I, U, and the letter M, okay? So we need a little more practice with the lowercase a and the lowercase g, which can sometimes be a little bit tricky for us, but I want us to get better at forming those two letters, so that's why you're getting the sheet for tonight, okay? Skyla, go ahead. What did you want to share with us?
I finished my apple tree already.
You did it too. Okay, so then your mommy probably submitted it as well. So like I told Gracie Mani, as soon as everyone puts it on the Google Classroom by 6 p.m. this evening, then I can go back and I can check everyone's work at the same time. So that way I'm not going back and forth, back and forth. That's why it's easier for everyone to submit it on time by 6 o'clock. And that way Ms. Castro just has to go one time to check that work. So I wanted to show you, boys and girls, the ABC mouse letter G. We're going to watch this video and we're going to pay attention to some of the objects that begin with the letter G. Normally, I show you objects on the screen, but I'm not too sure if you guys ever get a chance to watch my presentations on the Google Classroom, and this is one of the videos that I put on there. So for all of us to see it, I'm going to play it right now. So pay attention to the objects with the letter G.
The letter G has a G sound like gummy, gulp, and goo. Lots of words begin with G. I'll sing a few for you. Turkeys all say gobble, gobble. Babies say goo, goo. Gorillas go ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ghouly ghosts will just say boo. Gooey, gurgle, goopy, gushy. Funny words that start with G. Where would a word like giggle be without that goofy letter G? Without that goofy letter G. Goldie the goldfish and Gus the guppy keep swimming to and fro. When Gus gets going, Goldie goes wherever Gus decides to go. Gooey, gurgle, goopy, gushy. Funny words that start with G. Where would a word like giggle be without that goofy letter G? Without that goofy letter G. Now Gary goes galloping in the rain. Through mud puddles Gary sloshes. He keeps his feet from getting wet when he wears his green galoshes. Gooey, gurgle, goopy, gushy. Funny words that start with G. Where would a word like giggle be without that goofy letter G? Gooey, gurgle, goopy, gushy. Funny words that start with G. Where would a word like giggle be without that goofy letter G? Without that goofy letter G. Without that goofy letter G. The letter that goes G. What was it again? Letter G.
All right, so let's think back to the video, and who can share with us some things that begin with the letter G? Or it didn't just have to come from the video. Anything that you could think of that begins with the letter G. Alina, go ahead, honey. I see you with your hand up.
Gorilla.
Gorilla is one. Very good, Alina. Excellent job. Roslyn, go ahead. What's something else?
Tenemos un corte en el centro. Y con cuidado
Gorilla.
vamos abriéndola y podremos sacar el extracto de vainilla.
What is it, Mommy?
With the letter G.
With the letter G. Roslyn.
Mama. Come. Gun.
Ponemos la leche en vaso y le añadimos el extracto de vainilla.
Say it again.
Bye now.
Roslyn. Go. Say it again.
Gun.
Gum. Okay, good. Yes, gum begins with the letter G. So I gave Roslyn a little clue. Something that Miss Castro wears on her eyes so she could see better. I usually wear them on Mondays and Tuesdays. Aaliyah, go ahead. What do I wear on Mondays and Tuesdays? My what? You gotta unmute yourself. Aaliyah, go ahead, Aaliyah.
Say it.
Go.
Not so high.
Say it.
Glasses.
Yes, very good, Aaliyah. I wear my glasses on Mondays and Tuesdays, so that is something that begins with the letter G. And we also have for other friends that wear glasses as well. Zaylee, who is raising her hand, so lovely, I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself. Tell me something else that begins with the letter G.
Baby.
Say it again.
Baby.
So they did show us a picture of a baby, but what's the sound that the baby says? What does the baby say, Zaylee?
Go.
Gah. So they say goo goo. And goo goo starts with the letter G, then the G makes the sound G. Very good, Zaylee. Elijah, you look like you know something that begins with the letter G. What else begins with G?
Blue.
Glue. That's correct. Icky, sticky glue. So whenever you have work to do where you have to cut out pictures and you have to paste it on something else, you have to use glue so it sticks. Good job. Noah, go ahead. Something else that begins with G.
Go.
Go. Did you say goat?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Good job, Noah. And Noah, what sound does the goat make?
How does the ghost make?
E.
Yeah.
Blue.
It's okay. No worries, Noah, but you are correct. Goat does begin with the letter G. Last object. It's gonna be Halloween on Saturday. We're celebrating it tomorrow. What is that white object that goes boo? Gracie Mani, go ahead.
Ghost.
Yep, a ghost. Very good, Gracie Mani.
Good.
Excellent job. So we just spoke about some objects that begin with the letter G. And remember, boys and girls, the sound of the G is G. Think of ghost, glasses, goat, girl also begins with the letter G, okay? So Ms. Castro wants to show you how to correctly form the letter G because you're going to be practicing that yourself on your Google Classroom assignment. So let me erase this first. This was from yesterday. And I actually have to bring this down a little. The lowercase g, remember, boys and girls, is a round letter plain line. So it's on the plain line, and it's a round letter. All right. So today, boys and girls, you're going to be able to skywrite with me. So when you skywrite, you're going to put your arm all the way out, put 2 fingers together, and then make sure your arm is nice and straight. Try not to bend your elbow, okay? I'm going to be on the smartboard. I'm going to form the letter G, and you're going to follow along with me, okay? So to form the letter G, go backwards on the plane line, around and down to the grass line. Go up, close that, whoops, close it up. Then you're going to go straight down. You're going to go down to the worm line. And you're going to make a little loop, and then that's how you form the letter G. So watch how I do it again, and you can skywrite with me. Put your arms out, 2 fingers in front of you, and follow along. Backwards on the plane line, around to the grass line, up back to the plane line, and then you're going to go all the way down to the worm line and make a little loop there. Make that little curve, okay? And that there, boys and girls, is the lowercase g. All right, so I showed you your Google Classroom assignments, your sight word for today, the worksheet, and also the letter G, day 2. All right, so we're going to stop here and we're going to move on to the next thing.